All right, hello again, everybody. I'm back with another installment. I've been working on this UGears model train for a few hours now. The instructions are in multiple languages, but they're pretty good as far as explaining. They give you these symbols and they tell you what each of those symbols means in multiple languages. Um, they give you this nifty little tool here. Helps you pop the pieces out of the boards. The instructions are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the pictures are really good. They're spot on. Um, so yeah, it's coming along nicely now. I've gotten quite a bit done. I've gotten the part here that's going to eventually be the engine. That's what all those rubber bands were for. It's the part that's like I said, it's self-propelled basically, and you just wind it up, and you know you get the gist. So, and there's a lot of parts to just this particular part, and then I've got all the other gearing. You got to make all these gears that'll eventually come together. The plywood boards themselves are pretty nice. I mean, the laser cutting is pretty spot on, man. I mean, you get a little tiny bit of sanding you might have to do on certain parts. But it's pretty good. I mean, the fit and the finish is all right. I mean, you can mock it up a little bit, but I wouldn't mess with it too much because it is wood. So you start putting stuff in together and seeing if it fits, and then all of a sudden it's too loose or it doesn't want to fit tight. So it's like I said, it's pretty exact. They give you this piece of wax here, and it's a really good idea to wax the different parts that are going to slide together. It helps them slide together a little bit easier. Again, it's wood, so be very careful because you can break these things. Let's see what else. They do have. Pay attention to the orientation of things, especially like the gears and stuff. The gears have markings and numerals and just various things. So just pay close attention to the orientation of stuff if you're going to do a model like this. I'm sure most of these wood models are the same. These UGears ones so far, I'm very happy. It's gone together pretty easily. You do have to do a little tiny bit of sanding, and you got to do a little bit of, you know, you might have to get the X-Acto out and just you do a little bit. But the laser cutting is pretty good. It's pretty good. That being said, it's the part sprues themselves. I don't know if you noticed. They give you on the instruction sheet. They show you which sheet to use, and it's pretty easy to figure out. The parts are numbered just like anything else, and they coincide with the part sprues or the part board. The numbers are very legible, actually, from both sides, if you can read shit backwards. But like I said, so far it's everything seems to be going together really well. There's a lot of fiddly parts, and the toothpicks are basically like pins to hold things together, pins to put through the gears. Like this gear here, you use the toothpicks to as part of the gear. Same with this one here. They also double as, let me see if I can find something here. Where is it? Well, I can't seem to find it right offhand. But, oh, there we go. The pins also double as like nails, I guess, or to hold parts together. So like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. Everything is very well laid out in the instruction book, and like I said, they give you pictures of the boards you're going to be working with. They also highlight They also highlight the specific parts you're going to be using. So yeah, I'm very happy with it so far. There are some things that you have to measure. Like sometimes you have to make these rubber bands. Sometimes you have to adjust the rubber band size. The ones they give you are all one size, but they give you this tool, and it's the measurement tool. Use this end to pop the parts off the sprues, and to measure the different toothpick lengths for things that you need the toothpick. You need to cut the toothpicks to a certain length. It gives you this little jig here to work with. So everything is, it's very well thought out. I mean, so far everything is they went to a lot of trouble to make this thing the way it is. They put a lot of time in the engineering. They really did. And the fact that it's all made of wood, there's no glue whatsoever. This thing is pretty nice. I'm not going to bore you with watching me put it together. I got through, like I said, I've been working on it for a few hours, and that's quite a few hours actually. But I'm taking my time working on it. Tools. These cutters come in real handy for cutting the toothpicks. I mean, you can use a knife. You can use the X-Acto knife to cut them as well, and that's kind of what it suggests. But I got these real nifty, sprue cutters, and they work perfectly. So yeah, like I said, you sand some things that need to be sanded. They give you the sandpaper. They give you the, for like waxing the gear teeth to help with lubrication of the gears. And like I said, these parts fit together very, very tightly in some cases. So you rub a little bit of this on there before you put these pieces on, and they slide on a little bit better. I mean, you'll understand if you ever get one of these kind of models. Like I said, UGears has got a bunch of different ones. There's some other companies out there that also have similar things. Some of them have, cars and Jeeps and just all kinds of things you wouldn't think to be able to make out of wood. But and the plywood is fairly thick, considering, but it is plywood, and some of these pieces are a little fiddly, so be careful. Like I said, especially when you're pushing parts together and connecting parts and things like that. Just be very careful, because again, they are wood, and it is, you can break them, and you break something important, and hopefully you can super glue it or wood glue it or something together and fix it. But like I said, it's a pretty cool project so far. I'm gonna continue working on it, and I'll give you guys another update when I get to another stopping point. All right, see y'all later.